Welcome to my final presentation that will outline the key components of my ideal school. A vision statement for a 21st century school should include various stakeholders and reflect the need for teaching skills that can be used throughout one's whole life. The vision for my school would be, in partnership with students, families, staff, and the community, we will provide a diverse educational experience that supports students in acquiring the 21st century skills needed to be productive and respectful learners, responsible citizens, and lifelong learners. The core values of my ideal school will be developed through input from staff, students, and families. The core values will be clear and will be explicitly taught to students repeatedly throughout the school year. The core values shown in this presentation are those that I developed with the PBIS team at my school with input from students, staff, and families. The first value is participation. The expectations are to be on time to class, bring materials for learning, participate positively and appropriately, be actively engaged in all teaching and learning opportunities, stay in class, and do not wander the halls during class time. The second core value is respect. The expectations are to stand and participate or listen quietly to the Pledge of Allegiance and the announcements, follow the classroom rules, be a positive group member and allow teachers to teach and students to learn, be polite to others and respect others' right to learn, follow the AHS dress code, use appropriate language and volume. The third core value is integrity. The expectations are to be supportive in group work, complete all assignments with honesty and integrity, be honest. The fourth core value is determination. The expectations are to set goals and give your best effort during class time to listen, focus, and learn something new, seek help when you need it, help others to succeed, and utilize resources. The fifth core value is excellence. The expectations are to model expected behavior by removing hats, headphones, putting your cell phone away, and not bringing food and drink into the classroom. Complete high quality work, challenge yourself, and work to the best of your ability. In my school, the culture will be positive, safe, and supportive. Culture is all about connections. In a strong school culture, there are many overlapping and cohesive interactions among all members. My school will celebrate successes, emphasize accomplishment and collaboration, and will foster a commitment to staff and student learning. I will follow these guidelines to help me build a positive school culture. Build strong relationships, teach essential social skills, get on the same page, be role models, clarify classroom and school rules, teach all students problem solving, set appropriate consequences, and praise students for good choices. Family and community engagement partnerships correlate with higher academic performance and school improvement. When all stakeholders work together to support learning, students get higher grades, attend school more regularly, and stay in school longer. Several stakeholders need to be considered, including students, parents, school staff, district staff, the school committee, taxpayers, the business community, and other community members and agencies. I would first conduct a needs assessment using the Massachusetts Family, School, and Community Partnership Fundamentals. I will develop an action plan based on the needs assessment and other data sets, including family and community surveys. I will employ these strategies when engaging stakeholders in order to have improved outcomes. School staff will take the lead in providing stakeholders with the data and other information they need to be productive partners. We will ensure efforts are collaborative and genuine. Information sharing must be transparent, meaning clear, accurate, and meaningful achievement data will be provided. All parties must operate from common values and a common vision for student achievement, and all efforts must be mission-oriented and data-driven. As a school administrator, I will support teachers in the data-driven decision-making process, using data to assess the needs, strengths, progress, and performance of students, use data to develop and revise classroom instruction, and use data to understand professional strengths and weaknesses. As a school administrator, I will use data to assess the needs, strengths, progress, and performance of staff and students. I will use data to develop and revise school plans, targets, and goals, and I will use data to monitor the implementation and impact of school practices, programs, and policies. I will also include qualitative data in any analysis that is done. Let's not forget the humans behind the numbers. Qualitative analysis allows for a detailed examination of the thoughts, feelings, opinions, and/or experiences of individuals, groups, or communities. Examples of qualitative data in schools include classroom observation notes, student work samples with comments, transcripts from focus groups, surveys, and meeting notes. Educator evaluation in my school will be face-to-face, will foster trust, will be collaborative, will support self-assessment and self-reflection, and will include peer assistance and review. Chris Lloyd, Montgomery County Education Association Vice President, spoke about this type of process, saying, "Teachers overwhelmingly view the process as one that treats teachers fairly and is not a gotcha process. It's designed to help teachers grow, not to fire them." Educator evaluation in my school will have the following: face-to-face meetings, they will foster trust, they will be collaborative, they will support self-assessment and reflection, and they will include peer assistance and review. Guidelines that I will follow around professional development will include being sure that it addresses what teachers need. This will be determined by data and allow for teacher voice and choice. Professional development that translates from paper to practice, driving real improvements in student learning, provides teachers with strategies that they can use, allows teachers to practice strategies during the professional development, and allows for sharing and reflection. William Arthur Ward said, "The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires." In this day and age where students come to us from a wide variety of cultural backgrounds, we have to do things differently. My philosophy on curriculum is a learner-centered curriculum. A learner-centered curriculum revolves around student needs and interests, acknowledges that students are not uniform but individuals, and therefore should not in all cases be subjected to a standardized curriculum, empowers learners to shape their education through choices, and provides experiential learning opportunities such as internships and work-based learning. To address diversity in my school, I will use the approach and strategies described by Zaretta Hammond in Culturally Responsive Teaching and the Brain. These strategies include preparing ourselves to be culturally responsive practitioners by examining our own cultural frames of reference, building authentic relationships, they are the on-ramp to engagement and learning, use the brain's memory systems for deeper learning, connecting new content through music, movement, and visuals strengthens the neural pathways for comprehension. Acknowledge diverse students' stress response from everyday microaggressions and help calm the brain. Use ritual, recitation, repetition, and rhythm as content processing power tools, and create a community of learners by building on students' values of collaboration and connection. and it creates intellectual safety, reducing stereotype threat. I will employ a distributed leadership style. This style builds leadership capacity in staff, engages staff in collaborative work, encourages collective responsibility and increased investment, ensures staff members' full participation in decision making, creates a mutual respect between administration and staff, promotes behaviors in teachers that result in improved student outcomes, and increases communication. The following are roadblocks that I will anticipate when I become a school administrator. My training is in social work. My experience in schools has been as a school adjustment counselor. I have never been a content area or classroom teacher. Getting staff to trust that I know what I am doing when it comes to education and my expectations, and getting staff to accept my feedback given my educational and practical backgrounds. The next 3 slides are a list of resources used to develop this presentation. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I hope that you learned what my ideal school would look like.